whipped in about every area. We win the game. So I tell you the interesting thing to me was seeing how people handle new, you know, and there was a lot of new out there. We had a defensive scheme that's intimately more, intricate to the point of being complicated, the way we zone blitz and everything. And I tell you, a lot of people, a lot of busted assignments. Then it got in their heads a little bit. I think our safeties got out of position more tonight than I would have ever thought they would have, and gave up a lot of big plays. Offensively, we did not have any consistency, and so, you know, it was left to just at the end to just make plays. I guess you have to say that, you know, Cody's back to where he was last year. You know, he's a guy that knows how to make plays, and I think the players rallied around him. I thought Washawn got off to a very slow start. He was thinking and sort of feeling his way, which surprised me a little bit, a guy with his experience. But we, you know, we just didn't have much of anything in sync. And you add to that we were missing some players. We just really, the only thing you could say came out of that was we played with a lot of heart. We lost our poise, but we never lost our composure, if y'all mind me using words that way. And I really thought that at the end that what was defined as just a bunch of guys who refused to lose, because we certainly did everything to lose. I'm very proud. I think the seniors are the glue. You know, whenever it comes down to some of the situations, I mean, all I said was give it to Calvin. And the guy was not going to be tackled. And so I thought our defensive front at times were out of their gaps, but I think as the game went on, I really think we took control of the line of scrimmage. So, you know, I was proud that some of the things got better as we played on. Not all of them did, to be honest with you. What does this say about the future? Says we got a lot to get done. It doesn't say that we can't accomplish anything. It just says we're a long way away from it. We played without Clarence Jackson tonight. We got a ruling today, and that, you know, that sort of started the day, because he's really been as dynamic as anybody on defense. We go to pregame meal, we get word from the NCAA that they haven't ruled him eligible from some of the transfer circumstances. So we're playing with some guys, and we're playing with a freshman walk-on, Ben Enders, who's got a turf toe on top of that. I'm looking out there saying, my gosh, this is what this has come down to. I mean, he's half speed, a freshman, walk-on. I'll tell you what he is. He is a winner. And I can tell you that just staying in the fight said a lot of things about being interested that we're playing everywhere. So, you know, I think what we got to do is be ready for Chattanooga. Wow. We have got to get a long way quick. So, but we did it with a win. I'm very glad. I told them I'm very glad to be their coach, you know, because I can see what I can do. I mean, I see it. We just got to make it happen. There's nothing I see that we can't do something about. So, worst thing of the day is probably losing Marquez, but, you know, Thomas Darrell knows how to play football, too.
What, do you have the defender board on Marquez yet?
Yeah, Marquez is going to, Dr. Lee Mack's going to do surgery. He's got a broken fibula, and Dr. Lee Mack's going to do surgery maybe tonight. I don't know, maybe tomorrow morning, I don't know.
Is it the same as Odie's? So you got the same kind of time frame?
Very similar. I know. You know, he may be fortunate enough to be back. I don't know. He did the same goddamn thing in high school senior year, and he came back and won the state championship. So y'all know that.
And then What are the specifics on the Jackson thing? I mean, I didn't think there were any issues transferring down. Got it.
Well, it is the same scenario. Till you can run the football, control the line of scrimmage on offense, you're going to end up just spreading the field at the end and trying to come from behind. You know, that's the bottom line. How many people would like to be in this situation and be able to do it, though? I mean, we've got something to hang our hat on, but I'm going to tell you what, that hat will fall off that hook if we hang it there too many times. And we've got to run the football. We've got good running backs, and I'm not, you know, we got a lot of work to do in our offensive line. We're not an overpowering offensive line, but I think through hard work, technique, and commitment, we can get to where we're a good running football team.
Now, what's the pecking order on the quarterback now? Is it
Cody's the starting quarterback, and Thomas Dara's backup. I'm going to put him in the third series against Chattanooga. He just takes Cody's role. And, hey, how many people are lucky enough to reach back and get Thomas Dara? Nobody could ever do that. Thomas will be starting for half the teams in the country.
It's like Cody's going to have to play the leading role for a while now. Just
yeah.
What he did tonight, does that kind of reassure you about where he is?
I've never been unassured about Mr. Cody. It's just that, you know, he's gone more time. I mean, it's an 8-month season in baseball. You know, he leaves and doesn't come back for a while, and he does not get the repetition. And we've got a really broad-based offense. We're obviously going to have to make some offensive adjustments that fit Cody, because we actually in the fourth quarter are calling plays that weren't in the game plan. I mean, give great credit to Adam and Ronnie and Jimmy, because once I knew he was out there, I started seeing quarterback the things you wouldn't do with Marquez, and they weren't in the game plan, but they made it happen. You know, how many people have Cody Blanchard waiting to play? Nobody. He may be the best player in this league. I mean, let's face it. And ain't nobody makes more plays than that boy makes. Excuse me.
No problem. Say it's your thing.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter, just talk about your emotion. They're making that drive to win the game.
Well, we haven't hit any kind of emotional bottom on the sideline, you know, and the coach had kept their composure. So there wasn't any reason to believe if we eliminated the negatives that we couldn't go forward. It's just a matter of seeing the penalties go away and the missed assignments go away, that we could put some things together. And so my emotions were tick, 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 when we're going to quit doing this stuff. But we did these things during the fall. I mean, after the first scrimmage, I said, there's 10 things here, any 2 of them get us beat in the game. And we've been a little mistake prone. So my emotions were, at the time, I believed we could do it. I just didn't know if the timing was going to be right for us.
What does it say about your team being like they were? Like, you kind of touched on it earlier, but as a coach, you've got to be like, this is what I'm looking for.
Well, the heart is, yeah, the heart, and you know, I tell you what now, as far as the quality of coaching, I mean, we got out-coached, and I don't mean play calling out-coached. I mean, they were a better prepared. I think I may have worked guys a little hard. I think we carried a lot of nicks into this game. And, you know, I'd still go back and do it, but I think coaching-wise, he had his team more ready to play and certain about what the game was going to be like. We had to sort of find the game when we got here. That's not good. I'm very self-reflective in you know, what we got to do. But I'll be honest with you, we found a way to win. Eventually, what we did early is going to help us later. So,
what at all as the game ended, with maybe some time left, maybe no time left, were you thinking this is a Furman 05 all over again? And what did Jason say to you after the game?
I want you to take a snap, throw